Hi, this is Tom, and I want to welcome you to this week's Thrive in 5. This week, we're talking about pay per click. We're going to do the 101 version of it, and specific to Google AdWords. Pay per click, as you know, is where you pay to get people to click to your website, and you do that in the Google search world. So what I want to do is just bring your attention to that and make sure you understand the different components of it, so that when you're involved in pay-per-click or when you're actually clicking on someone's ad, you'll understand what it's all about. The first thing I want to point out is the actual ad itself. And the ad itself, I've just kind of given you a representation of what it looks like on Google in the search results. And it's really a structure that is defined by four major elements. The first is the title of the ad. The second is the actual URL where the ad is directed to. The third is the description, and there is generally some description area, and then there's some extras that Google throws in depending on the situation and what you're willing to do in it. That could include your telephone number, your address, the directions to your facility or your location, and then some category links. And that's essentially what an ad is. An ad has limitations. The title is 25 characters, the URL is 35 characters, the description is 2 lines of 35 each, or 70 in total, and then some of these other things are non-negotiable. You only get what you get. Now, if you understand an ad is there on a search result, that ad is triggered from a keyword. And when a searcher types in something into the Google search bar, they're going to get an ad show up based on the fact that a keyword requested provides an ad in response to it. And so the ability to get an ad to show up is directly tied to keywords that you bid on and that you're working to achieve a connection to. So if you understand that keywords are actually what drive ads showing up, then the second part is, if the keyword drives an ad, you have to create an appropriate ad. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a future episode. So you got to create an ad. The third piece is you actually have to create an appropriate link. And the link, sometimes the important here is your link should not go to your home page. Your link should go to the page that most represents what this ad is about and what the keyword was requesting. So if you're requesting if you're providing a specific keyword, the ad here and the copy and the description should actually send them to a page that supports that particular keyword. So the link is appropriate. Now, the bid amount starts to become the factor that determines where this ad shows up on the page. And so the only way that this ad actually costs you any money is if somebody clicks on it. And so a bid is what you're willing to spend in order to get a position in Google in the search results. The higher your bid, the more likely you are to be higher in the search results. And on a future episode, I'm actually going to explain how that all works better. Now, when you understand this, you understand keywords, ad, link, and bid. What you have to then recognize is that there's an algorithm that supports all this. Just because you bid the highest doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be the top ad. It could mean that, but there's a whole bunch of other factors in place. One of those factors is the actual quality of the landing page that you're sending someone to. So if your ad's talking about a specific thing based on a keyword that somebody searched, and you send them to a landing page that has nothing on it, has barely anything there, Google, through their algorithm, will actually say that you have poor landing page quality, and it's quite likely in that instance that your bid amount is actually going to go up, or your cost per ad is actually going to go up significantly. Finally, there's a way to, in each of these ads, add a whole bunch of extras to actually improve your performance, to improve the results of your ad. And those are things like Google gives you the opportunity to actually display this ad only within a certain geography. So you can actually say to Google, I only want this ad to show in my city. I want this ad to show in my city and the 100 miles around this city. You can actually pick unique cities. If you have a more global or national brand, you can pick different cities, or you can cover everything. So location, you can actually choose what time this ad shows up. You can choose what network it shows up in, whether it's just in Google or in AOL search or some of the other search engines. Google AdWords is a tool that actually drives traffic to your site. If you understand the basics, on the next episode, I'm going to teach you how to make this work for you in an effective way. That's it for this week's Thrive in 5. You've got some knowledge. Now you get to go do something good with it. We'll catch up next time.